Look at this hair, y'all. Like, I think this has to be the most creative, most cute wig that I've tried on my channel in a hot minute. So today's wig comes from ZlikeHair. All the information on this wig can be found in my description box below. So this is the unboxing, just taking the wig out. They also provided me with a bonnet, with a robe, and with a melt band and some other nice little features. The wig came out of the packaging completely straight, but as you saw from the intro, I am going to be adding some curls to it because I'm just a curl girl more than I go for a straight wig. So today's unit is a complete frontal, so I'm going to be installing that from ear to ear, and we're just going to install it with some ebony spray. So you can see that it comes with a few baby hairs. The wig isn't extremely plucked out, but it is pretty thin compared to some other 613s that I've tried that have been more thick around the hairline and bulky. I definitely wouldn't say this one is bulky. So when I put it on, I first like to make sure I get all of the additional hair around the hairline out of my face, out of my way. So I use the hot comb to do that because it does a really good job of pushing the hair back. Then we're going to move on to cutting off those ear tabs so I can really see what I'm working with. Like I said, I'm using that ebony spray to install my wig today, and I'm just going to take it side by side. So I'm doing the right side first, pushing that hair back again, like I said, with my rat tail comb. It just gives a little bit more detail, a little bit more control when you're trying to install your wigs. And then I'm pushing that comb against the hairline, against the lace, to make sure that it's going to melt into my skin perfectly. Once I get that nice and pushed down and into place where I want it to be at, then we're going to take that melt band that they provide and tie that around my forehead so we can make sure that it melts into place before I get ready to cut the lace off. So as I told you guys, this unit is completely straight, but I wanted some curls to it because I like that curls give a wig a lot more of a full look. I like for my long wigs to look nice and full. And usually if you have long and straight, sometimes it could be a hit or miss with like the ends being nice and thick as the rest of the hair. But I think this one still had a good density to it. So if you do want to wear it straight, it's still gonna look good, but I'm just more of a curl girl, like I said. So I'm using my little Remington curling wand, and we're just going to add some loose curls towards the end. I didn't really focus it towards the root. I went towards the ends because I knew I wanted to have like a kind of free flow when I get to the end of it, and I kind of finger comb the curls. Now I will say, when I get ready to cut this lace off, I had pulled the wig a little bit too much to the front of my forehead because 613s can be a little bit tricky sometimes, in my opinion. So when I took the lace off, I was like, I could tell that this is definitely disappearing too much of my forehead. So I need to pull this wig back some, which you will see here shortly. I'm getting the lace cut off right now, but you can see that the lace is doing a good job with looking like it kind of grows from the root. You'll see when I get towards the end and I give you guys a close-up. It looks pretty good. I would say from a 613 standpoint, and seeing how I installed it and it looking very much so blended and not full and cakey, I think I did a pretty good job. You just gotta stay tuned, okay? So right now I'm getting rid of that extra lace, all that lace that was just in the way and was going to make the wig look super false. So I had moved the wig back at this point, and I'm respraying my ebony spray and using that ebony band. I'm using that melt band again to make sure that it stays in place and melts into the skin. So I knew I wanted to do a bust down middle part because you know I'm a middle part girly. So I'm using my rat tail comb to get my middle part in the space that I need it to be. What is going to be helpful to make sure you get your roots nice and flat is a hot comb, which I'm pretty sure the girls know by now. Use your hot comb, use your edge pomade stick. Those two right there will get you a nice flat root. You just gonna have to work a few times, but it's gonna get it nice and flat. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna go back and forth with both of these items until I get my roots nice and flat. So now that I got my roots nice and flat, I'm gonna move on to using my wand again to make sure that I get the nice curls in the front. I kind of like my bangs to be a little bit more flowy in the face, just a tad bit. It's gonna be cute. It's a very detailed process adding all your curls, especially with the size wand that I'm using. You just got to make sure that you take your time. Don't miss any pieces, so you have straight pieces here and there. Now, I want to talk about the color of this unit. Is this not cute and unique? The blonde into like the copper brown and then fade into the black. I feel like it was pretty well placed, because when I took it out of the packaging and I saw that it was completely straight at first, and I saw the different, the tricolor, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But I feel like it looks completely different once you add the curls into it. It has like a nice flow and a nice blend. It looked really good. And I even like posted a little Instagram story, and the girls were hyping me up, and I appreciate it, because this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I am loving it. Like, the color placement is very gorgeous, and honestly, this is gonna be real cute for the fall season. Okay, so now I added a little bit of baby hairs, putting a little bit more spray where I see a little bit of the lace might be lifting up or not as blended. I feel like doing this just a couple more times makes the lace blend and melt. I'm also adding some color to the parting space, because I want you to be able to tell that I have a parting space with this 613 wig, because if I don't, then it just looks like my parting space is white and blonde, and I want it to be seen. I know there's kind of like a dilemma sometimes between the girls about adding color to your parting space with 613 wigs, and then sometimes not to. People be like, oh, well, your parting space is not going to be naturally that color. You're supposed to be white or a little bit of a lighter color. But I don't care. I think it looks good like this with this color in the middle. You guys let me know what you think. I feel like it just makes it look a little bit more realistic, in my opinion. So I took that melt band off, added my last few curls to the front of the wig, making sure it's all good and ready to go. I'm also going to add some makeup to my hairline, because I want to make sure that it's, like I said, extra blended. You see this up close view? Tell me that don't look good. That looks pretty darn good, I would say. I think that looks pretty good. I ain't saying it's perfect. I never said I was a pro. I never claimed that. But that looks good. Like, come on, ZlikeHair. You gave me a good lace wig. So this is the final look. You got to let me know what you think about it. 10 out of 10. I think it's cute. I'll be wearing it more. Check that link in my description bar if you're interested in the wig for sure. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Of course, subscribe if you aren't already. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.